for that previous issue, so the refs got to it. It turns out it was a awful case of the NA West server bug. And by server bug, I mean we just got sent to the wrong server. And it was brought to our attention. They were discussing it on the back end, and it was decided that, yes, a reset was in order, as it's not fun playing where both sides are on atrocious ping. And oh my goodness, that Nancy is playing with fire! Nancy getting the reveal, however. Me vaulting back and forth, mining game in here, but I think ultimately they probably wouldn't have taken an M1. Yep, there's the M1, there's the Sloppy Butcher, and the Hex Face the Darkness. Survivors were allowed to change their builds up, as well as the Killer. And it looks like the Killer has taken at least 2 of the same perks. However, Nancy still running, not sure if they're going to continue running or not. Did Ghostface leave? It looks like Ghostface might have left the Nancy altogether. There's the screams coming in from our survivors. Nancy hanging out near a God pallet, not wanting to take any chances. And I do believe we got a call out as Nancy feels very much safe suddenly working on a generator. Curious who the call was. It was from Nia, it seems like. Nia running into office. Ooh, getting a little bit of stock off. But they do get the reveal in time. Fairly safe. Ooh, good use of light there. Getting plenty of distance. Able to leave the office area and potentially even loop back into it. Does Ghostface commit? I'll be honest. If I was Ghostface, I don't think I would. I think I'd go after a different server. And yeah, they're going to be going after the Atom here now. More hit and run tactics coming in. Does make sense, as that Sloppy does make it a little bit more difficult to reset. More stalking coming in. Trying to get the reveal and not able to. Going to be continuing running. I'm very curious. So they're going to be trying to reset under the pallet here. The safety of Father Pallet. Oh, but they get the stock on the Atom here. Atom in a bit of trouble going down. Getting a little bit, how do you say, a little bit, turned around there. And we do end up seeing one of the Killer's add-ons being displayed, which is the drop leg knife sheath, which honestly makes a whole lot of sense. That 10% boost for 5 seconds is absolutely massive when it comes to those chases. Getting that early little, boost going. I mean, a 125 kill is nothing to sneeze at. That would be terrifying. Now, Adam going to be hanging out on hook for the moment. Ghostface prowling around looking for their next victim. Not a whole lot of stock going on. I think Nia with the most stock at the moment. Nancy almost done with their generator. Possibly getting a call out as they are very much afraid. Dropping the pallet preemptively and getting the reveal on the Ghostface. However, that is one very nice God pallet that is gone. Worth noting, survivors do have a lot more pallets this time around than before, but simultaneously, there's less gens done. Now, granted, they've got 2 gens that are well over 50%, which is really good for them. Question being, is it going to be enough? Getting the reveal on the Ghostface once again. Adam and Chase now leading back into office area. Ooh. First gen popping for the survivors. Looks like Jake getting chased away from their gen. Reveals coming in. In time, they don't get the exposure off on the survivor. Worth noting, we did see on the Atom, much to their benefit here, Atom has no scratch marks, so they are in fact the lucky break survivor, and that might have actually been their lucky break. That might have been when a Ghostface was able to get away from them potentially. Nancy in the vicinity of the Killer. Second gen going down. Survivors pulling it back in. Now with 2 gens completed. No survivors injured at the moment. And more resources than before. I'd say the survivors are in a somewhat better situation here. Oh, but they do find Adam once again. Adam, are you going to get revealed? No, they're just going to go straight for the M1 here. Getting a juicy tag. Adam going to be running for their distance. Getting rid of another solid pallet. Oh, I just now noticed the windows of opportunity. Honestly, windows on this map is, it's pretty strong, I would say. Not gonna lie. Oh, but they get rid of Face the Darkness. Nancy able to find the spawn location. Might be quite massive for these survivors, as that is one very vital perk for information for the Ghostface, because as much as this killer can stealth out, so can these survivors. Oh my goodness, I did not realize she was actively looking for Ghostface. Very nicely done from Nia, getting some distance and not going to get exposed today. Ghostface gonna have to leave and go a different route. Looks like they have a call up. They do no longer see the killer. Servers are very concerned, being very cautious. Going back and checking on main. Once again, Adam getting reset here. Survivors are playing very, very methodically. And honestly, with the resources that they still have at their disposal, I can kind of understand. Doing a check on this generator, seeing... We do see Adam here once again, trying to get some stock going. 99 in the survivor. There's a lot of stock on these survivors. They have to be careful. Could potentially snowball if they are a little bit too careless. So I'm going to have to stick on Ghostface a little bit. It is so difficult to keep up with the action if I switch to a survivor. I want to. I hate the screen sharing, but I can't. Not wanting to go and chase with Adam and get revealed. They want a good pickoff here. And with multiple survivors ready to... Ooh. More stock coming in on the Nia. Dropping the pal, but they do get the reveal. Yeah, Nia just wants to take the M1. They do not know how much stock they had. Now, granted, they weren't quite ready to pop on an exposure, but they don't know that. Nia with the M1 going to be running away. Ghostface waiting for the power to come back in. Progress over here, but I don't know if a survivor's actually back. Oh, there is! And it's the Nancy. More stock coming in. Survivor's resetting at office. Nancy very concerned, not wanting to... Did the killer leave her or not? We don't know. I think the killer ultimately did leave her. Do we hear progress on this generator? Oh, both these doors are blocked off, though. No Yeah, nobody's over here. Now, we sit and wait. Will the Ghostface be able to get the drop and possibly get a survivor again? Or are we going to be waiting for 25 minutes before the next person makes a move? Office jet about to finish. However, Ghostface was making their way over there. There's the exposure through the window. Oh my goodness, that would have jump scared me. Nia taking a tag in place of the poor Jake here. However, Ghostface probably wanting to follow up this. No, I don't think so. Both the injured survivor and the exposed survivor are together, though. Both survivors heading back into the no man's land. And it looks like Ghostface has dropped chase altogether, opting to go for a different survivor instead. Unfortunate that they're not able to follow up and get the pressure on Jake with that exposure, but another really strong pallet out of the way. Jen is at 90% though. Ooh. Are they potentially going to go back here? Oh my goodness, Jake's back here. Did they spot it? Oh, Nia's going to take another M1 here, but that tells the Jake that... Yeah, Adam's going to have to come back here for a potential hit tank as Jake does not want to go down. However, yeah, it looks like Jake is out of dodge. Now, hold on. Adam is 99 here, folks. Adam is, in fact, 99. There's the exposure. And leaving them all to... Oh! Cranking up that Bloodlust to 9,000, I think? I mean, Bloodlust 3 is pretty strong. Not vaulting across. I think... Yeah, Jake coming in here for the hit tank. Is the Bloodlust going to be enough to get around it, though? Stalking through the Jake, but ultimately going to have to drop the Paladin, going to get away. Really good job from the Ghostface, knowing they can stalk through the Survivor, but Jake's still able to get the pressure needed. And another 99 Survivor potentially getting away scot-free here. Really good job from these Survivors. Oh my goodness, this is a different gen from Office. Survivors have 2 gens about to pop here, potentially. Ooh, hello, Ghostface. Yeah, they're just going to get some stock and leave. Ghostface falling up behind here, potentially, a little bit. They are going to get the reset here. Survivors have done really phenomenal this game. Just really negating the killer's pressure at every turn. Everybody's stealthing out again. Looks like Nia is next to Ghostface. Ghostface getting more stalk. I think Nia just wants to distract the killer at this point. I think the survivors are in a position where they can afford someone to take a chase, take it down in a hook, and then finish 2 gens and get multiple stages. However, it looks like Adam in chase. They do get the reveal on the Nia. Surprisingly, survivors have got a lot of stalk going, but they're not going to commit. Again, looks like this... Again, survivors doing a really good job here. They are taking chases way far away from the generators, and I think the killer is at a moment where it's like, I just got to go for this chase and try and get something. However, oh no, I think Nia's stealthed out. There's the 4th generator. Jacoby taking a hit, going back into no man's land. We did see a gen. There's multiple gens at 50% here. Nia playing really close to the killer there. We saw her right behind the Jake. And yeah, I think if the Ghostface commits to this chase too long, I think they're going to lose their 5th and final gen. Getting hit over the pallet, but yeah, we see. I think this gen's going to pop relatively quickly here, as that Deja Vu is giving an additional 6% speed on this generator. However, if there is a pain res nearby, that could potentially help. Yeah, it is going to be pain res. Sarah's doubling down on it now. However, I think Nia's on a separate gen. No, she's not. She's setting up for the save. So, Killer is in a slightly better position now, able to hold this down. But with 2 survivors on that generator... Oh, no. I don't know if the Killer knows that they're on this generator together. If they do, they're not looking or caring. They're going to chase it 1 survivor off. Adam, will you finish the gen? They will. No it either. And as of right now, this killer only has 2 fresh stages. Survivor's doing a really good job here communicating. I don't think the killer heard the survivor on the gen. I think they only saw 1 survivor. However, this is Nancy. That is another fresh hook, potentially, if they get this and are able to secure it. However, I have seen plenty of teams 4 out a killer, even with a stage like this. And with this corner hook, I will say a corner hook is pretty strong here. Survivors on the other exit gate, though. It's almost ready to go. Everybody's here, which means if the Ghostface is able to chase everybody and hurt everybody out, that is a secured kill. That will be 5 stages. Infinitely better than 3. And I think the survivors are okay with this. I think the survivors are willing to give them the 5th stage here. Yeah, that will be 5 stages toward to the killer and multiple stages out for the survivors. Doing really, really well here. Killer had some pressure in the early game, but the survivor is just quickly pulling it back. As we are loading in, it is Boo on the Ghostface. And honestly, isn't that what Ghostface just says when he scares somebody? I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. It's a perfect name. Your name is perfect in every way. Don't change it. With that said, Ghostface looking around. Do see a classic, oldest time, corrupt intervention. No surprises there. Sorry, is very much spread out now to the winds. I don't think Ghostface has spawned anybody yet, and I don't think the survivors have spotted Ghostface either. Just crouching around looking for anyone hiding on the edges of this map. We do see scratch marks. Ghostface very much delighted, I'm sure. Heading inside, and does the survivor realize that Ghostface is on their tail? They do. They have been stalked multiple times over. They are in the chase of their life. They are 80-90% ready to pop. And the reveal happens from Ada behind them. Doing some good mind games, crouching around, and that is going to be an M1 through the pallet. Gonna have to drop this God pallet. Oh, we do see the Face the Darkness as well. As that totem did just light up. Survivors will be screaming any moment now. Survivors, one is stalked up pretty heavily. Corrupt intervention going away soon. We do see the survivor Okay, they are going to get cornered over here, but this is a relatively okay pallet. Going back into the map, trying to get to the God pallet, and they will get to it. Having to drop it and leave. Survivor is not exposed, so the survivors are just screaming in the background as this killer has not been revealed yet. Okay, they do get the reveal. Here comes the mind games, though. Ooh, and they do end up getting hit over the pallet there. We see survivors on their first generator doubling up, and they will be able to finish this most likely unless there is a pain res immediately next to them. And there is. Unfortunate for the survivors, as pain res will be able to stop that gen from finishing early on. Absolutely brutal. However, Zarina will be able to finish middle gen, which is super pivotal here. We do see with Deja Vu the 3 gen that they're trying to break, but survivors not giving up, fighting back. Oh my goodness, I cannot handle that screen sharing. How's it hanging, Ada? We know the killer's nearby. Yeah, there's Ghostface hanging out. He's gonna be chasing the Felix away from the hook here. Good vault back from the Felix and not taking it. Gonna be dropping this pallet and moving on. Survivor might be moving to second stage pretty quickly here, potentially. Well, they're gonna be rotating out another survivor to come in for the unhook. Were the survivors able to finish the gen that they were able to, they were working on earlier, though, is the question to me. Ghostface does get revealed, but body blocks coming in. Not going to be able to secure the Yeah. Ghostface will be taking second stage here. Survivor's not able to get it. And Survivor's going to have to just try and get these gens done. Looks like Ghostface is going to be chasing after Fang here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Arena. I'm so bad at this. I don't know why I thought that was Fang. Fang has a completely different outfit. Yeah, they'll be chasing after Zarina. I think Zarina has a little bit of stock. Fang has a lot of stock, however. Fang about to finish their generator. This was not the one being doubled up on. And I do believe this survivor is going to be left for death. Yeah, the gen closest to the hook. They got pain res has been regressing this whole time, I think. And yeah, this killer will be able to secure this. In a 3v1 scenario, they can only give up 2 more stages after this death. This is going to be kind of tense. That's a very, very strong hook location for the killer, too. Survivor's argument working on this. Looks like possibly trying to come in for a last-second save, but not going to get it. That might cost them dearly here as that pallet is gone. Faking the vault for a second, and I think the Ghostface mind game themselves a little bit. But will they be able to get to a pallet or not? God pallet already gone. And I do believe this server is going to be going down momentarily. Gonna leave them slugged out. No, they're gonna get back before they get to the pallet, I think. Fang about to finish their generator as well, so 3 gens down. If this killer gets one more fresh hook, that is the tie scenario. And both the survivors are relatively stocked up here. This gen also has a lot of progress. These hooks coming in very strong locations. I'm curious if they're gonna be able to finish the gen that got pain resed earlier or not. Things are looking definitely rough here for the survivors. And, oh no, Fang's in chase. She is 99. She needs to get out of here or she's going down, yeah. I say, Fang, you are playing with fire. Power drop coming in, not using their power, waiting to the last minute, it seems. Or maybe they don't want to use it here. Maybe they just want to secure the second stage on Felix. Nope, there's this. Oh, no. But I say, they got that hit specifically because of the drop leg knife sheath. Killer was moving at 125 for a bit there, and that will secure the down on Fang. At which point, this is a tied set here, and coming in with the pain res to boot. Survivors cannot allow for a single hook stage left. They have to finish the 2 gens and get out. Otherwise, it is going to be a win in favor of Tremor here in set number 1. Oh, that is a filthy stock location. I can't believe the windows are that open down there. However, that means both of these survivors over here are injured, as that was this arena being stalked. I don't think the survivors got the call out. They didn't. They get the heal off on the Survivor, but that is going to be the 6th hook state for Tremor here, and that will secure victory in set number 1. The question is now, can the Survivor stem the bleeding, get some generators done, and try and keep the score relatively close in case of tiebreakers? Fang managing to get live, not taking the M1, and now going on another very unsafe pallet. Getting the pallets done, though. Really well done. The Ghostface trying to stalk up here. Gonna go ahead and take the break. And now I imagine... I think... Yeah, Zarina should be almost done with her gen. Yeah, they are almost done with their gen. No callouts yet. Oh, we see a crow. They are going to be pushed off of the generator, though, and they are almost not... This Survivor's 99. They are about to be exposed. Oh, no. That gen's so close, too, and they're not able to get to the window. However, Fang does finish that generator. However, that means the only Survivor left. Oh, this is dire. Looks like Felix will be sent back to the campfire via the entity. And now it is going to be everything Fang can do not to go down here is... I don't think they are too stocked up. Nope, never mind. They are 75% stocked. However, that stun will take them out of power here. But Ghostface can just hold them down. No, they're just going to go for the break. Will they be able to get the pickup on the Survivor down here? No, they're exposed now. I think we are looking at the 4K1 here potentially, folks, as this is pretty dire straits for these Survivors. Multiple vault locations being chained into each other. Oh, good mind game there from the Ghostface, and that will be 2 Survivors slugged. And because they're so close together, yeah, that is going to be the 4K as, again, Deliverance is not allowed against the Ghostface. And Tremor will be taking set number 1 with a pretty solid score here. So as we prepare for set number 2, Survivors, I'm sorry, not Survivors, Misery going to have to do a really good job trying to bring the score back, because if it does go to tiebreakers, this is not going to be looking good for them. You have to win the next 2 sets fairly handedly if they want to come back, and Tremor off to a very strong start here. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they just checked the locker out of habit. As a Trickster mate, I definitely just find myself, even after like the last Survivors on Hook, I just check a locker for no reason. It's a habit, it's a problem. I can't break myself, I have problems, it's fine. With that said, we've been waiting for these last 2 Survivors to slowly progress to the death stage. As once again, obviously, no Kobe's are allowed. Looks like Zarada's having a little bit of a party on the Hook. Yep, and that will be the final stage secured. So with that said, we'll be taking a short intermission as we get this next set underway. If I remember correctly, I want to say it's an Oni mirror. Don't check me on that just yet. I will check the file here in just a moment. Oni is such a fun killer. They are so back and forth. It's so crazy. And do my eyes deceive me? Blessed, blessed frame rate, chat. We can actually spectate the Oni without screen shearing. I'm gonna take this blessing and be happy. We do see a lovely little crypt intervention over on the Coal Tower side. I would say pretty standard. Jake already going through the window. Don't know if that was a light or not. Multiple Survivors back here. They have not had a chance to spread out. Oni beelined it straight for them. Vault coming in. And that is a tried and true bamboozle we hear behind the Oni. Survivors do get to mid-map. However, both of them here with this pallet. I imagine there might be an M1 coming in. That Bloodlust can be kicking in. It's going to be brutal here. And I do actually think they do get to this pallet. My Ink's coming in. Bloodlust 2 is going to be coming in here very soon. Oni, the OG Bloodlust gamer. Really good. Oh my goodness, the patience from this Zarina is astounding, as I would have definitely vaulted that. Now running to this pallet. Bloodlust 3 coming in. And the Survivor holds! Oh my word, what am I witnessing right now? Survivor is being chased by Bloodlust 3 Oni here. And is vaulting back and forth. There's the quick and quiet. And they will take the tag inevitably. But I've never seen a Survivor with Bloodlust 3 on them vault repeatedly and just go W. Oh my goodness. Worth noting as we see plenty of blood coming from this the Survivor, is that is going to be the Splintered Hull, dropping 33% extra blood orbs here, and Oni will get their power. The question is, Yeah, they're just going to zone to the corner and just take off here. Corrupt Intervention still in play as they were chasing in the Corrupt zone. So he's going to hang out here. Oni does break that. Corrupt Intervention about to expire. This generator pretty close here. About 50, 60%. Another generator near Shack, pretty close as well. Jake, I would be very careful, my friend, as you are very downable with this power in hand. And they do actually finish another gen. One generator down for the survivors. However, Oni is in their power now. Kate gonna go down. There is explosions in the back there. I do believe that might have been an eruption potentially. And they're just gonna go straight for the pickup here on the survivor. Will they be able to finish another generator before this happens? I don't know. Are they back on the hill gen? Looks like that is going to be a pain res as well. One gen down, Oni halfway into their power. Survivor's still not reset, so there is blood on the other side of the map. 50% on this hill gen once again. And they're just going to go back to kick it here. Looks like Kate could be taking body blocks here for the poor Jake. And it looks like Jake will be able to get away scot-free. Very cheeky, waiting to the last possible second. Kate will get the pallets done. However, there are blood orbs around. Jake running back towards the hill gen. However, I think they might just be happy to take out the Kate here. Plenty of blood from the Kate. Pallet dropped, waiting. Power gonna be coming back any moment now. They do finish a second generator. Oni does have power. Kate, very tunnelable hill, but not gonna go for the tunnel. Instead, wanting to stop this hill gen, and they will be able to stop it briefly, but survivors are doing a really good job tackling it at the moment. Power in hand, survivors very far away. Oni gonna probably sit back and defend this for a little bit. Looking at the Kate, Kate does not have a lot of resources here. Kate going into basement saying, yeah, you want me, you lose that gen. And the Oni says, fine, you can have your basement time. And it's gonna be going for the hill here. Sensing two survivors. And now Jake taking chase at Longwall. They're in a really bad spot. This is mind gameable. The flare coming out the last second. Gonna get this Jake a little bit of time. However, they are gonna be pretty much dead at this. Yeah, I'm about to say, this is not a good spot to take chase at. However, Oni out of power at this point. Gonna go for the hook. Unless it's a pain res nearby, survivors will probably be able to finish that generator. Yeah, we see scratch marks near it. However, that is a pain resonance once again. Hearing the jet at the top here being worked on. Blood. Oh my goodness, look at all the blood. Oni has a blood bank back here immediately. Had to be careful. You actually can overfill that meter by accident and lose blood orbs, but Oni, plenty of blood there. Going back to the hill gen. Oh, that has regressed significantly. However, Shack Gen also has its own amount of progress. They get the unhook. This gen at Shack's actually 99. These survivors are doing a phenomenal job. Blast Mine coming in, getting 5 seconds of extra time for these survivors. Oni reapplying Eruption to these two generators. Jake in a horrible position, though. Really good dodge, however, and that will be a bounce landing coming into this TNL. They have Longbow at disposal as well. Mind Games coming in from the Oni. How do they handle the T? Here comes the Bamboozle. They do have the Longbow coming in. Will they vault back? Will there be a Mind Game? Looks like they might have tucked back in. Oh my goodness, they tucked into the corner there. And that will be the third generator popping near Shack. Oni leaving their power is, again, worth noting, it's not the Lion's Fang, it's the Akito's Crutch for this one. And Akito's Crutch just means you move a little bit faster. You go a little bit faster here. Fourth generator going down for these survivors. Oh my goodness, the gen pressure they've had is enormous. And I do believe this is second hook coming in for the Jake. My word. Yeah, and this hill gen still has a lot of pressure on it. Oni can't really afford to leave this one, which means survivors can probably bang out another gen separately. However, power getting close in hand. And there is a blood bank over here, so power is back for the Oni. They do have a shot here to potentially snowball, reapplying Eruption to the generator at hill. But you've got two gens to patrol that are really far away. Survivors have done a phenomenal job picking apart the gen spread. Oni's had some phenomenal flicks too. Like the Oni, I think, has played very, very well. Just survivors have had some very, very good moves so far. Oh, another tuck into the corner. They're only even recognizing it. Oh my goodness. However, Zarina will go down. I believe this will be second hook coming in for Zarina. There's the eruption on the generator. Oni going back. There's the unhook coming in. However, that generator has been demolished. Potential snowball coming in as Jake is very tunnelable. There's the balance landing, getting distance. Firecracker coming in, but not getting the blind. Longwall coming in, and there's the down on the Jake. Zarina's still slugged out, and they're going to take their death hook, I think? Yeah, I think that's the correct move here. Oni getting the death hook, so now it is a 3v1. Fang nowhere to be seen, possibly tucked away on a different gen. Yeah, I think that was the case, as that is the final gen being done. 4 stages secured for the Oni, potentially 5th and 6th if they take this Zarina. Survivor's already on the exit gate. I don't think they can stop that exit gate from firing. But you can force the Survivors out, potentially. I stand corrected. They actually were able to push this Kate away and get their power. I thought that was too far. They must have read that perfectly. I'm guessing they saw the first one light into the second one. I thought the second one was about to light into the third one. Mind gaming into the rocks here. Pushing Kate further back. And yeah, it looks like the other exit gate. However, Survivor is up. Zarina back in action. So now more stages able to be escaped with, but kind of a no man's land. Here comes the flicker on the corner. Not quite sharp enough as it is Zarina here. Survivors will be able to get at least 2 survivors out here. The question is, can you get Zarina out? I think you have to just say, Zarina, you played really well. If you can make it a Shack, GG's. Otherwise, we can't really help you. Or if you can wait out the power, potentially take a body block. They are going around the hill. They could set up a body block here, potentially. I'm
just holding W. I trust you.
Yeah.
Bro, why did he zone me to gate? What is he doing?
The Oni has a very, very achievable win condition here. And, oof. I'm not gonna lie. I will say, I do have word from the back end that we, this is an easy plug for the YouTube here. We will have this footage available on the YouTube for the end of that game. The players did record it, and we are requesting the footage, so another reason to check out the YouTube. And again, in the case of any problems, we almost always can give you the footage and the gameplay over on there. So that said, I'm gonna be going back and watching it myself, as I want to see how the survivors escaped. I thought it was a 2K easy, but that said, looks like Claudette be taking their time trying to deny the hit as much as possible here. And we do see, different from the last one, we do see the Lion's Fang this time around instead of the Akito's Crutch. So they do have that 10 extra seconds of the power. And with things the way they are, again, another beautiful corrupt intervention at the coal tower itself. Taking chase back into the hill, I imagine with a balanced landing in hand. Yeah, it looks like that is the case. Nancy getting well into the coal tower here, denying the first hit for as long as possible, and taking chase in the corrupt intervention itself. Oni gonna be pushing them back here. Just trying to get in chase, I think. Okay, they're gonna be going for this this door to break here. And leaving it all together. I guess they see the survivor in the distance. We see Claudette working on the generator at the 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Running back towards 7. They do have a pallet at their disposal. Mind game's coming in. Have to see if it works out. No, it looks like Claudette will be getting the pallets done here. However, not the stun, the pallet drop. And oh my goodness, good mind games coming in here. They really want to bloodlust this hit. And they seem confident for it. Oh, that would have been very close if they had pre-swung. Oh my goodness, the patience on the survivor would I would have vaulted like back and forth constantly. The Oni would have had me in there. Oh, but there's the M1. They will get their first hit. And that is where the Splintered Hull will take over. 2 gens already popping, however, though, for the price. Oni got to be very efficient here, as survivors are cranking these gens at light speed. It looks like our... I apologize, folks. Our app has not updated the score and the title, so let me get that set up for you. I do apologize, as with our internet cutting like it did, It did not reconnect automatically, so give me just a second here, folks. You'll get that back up underway, as it is Momo killing. It is not Boo. Boo was the killer last time. Yeah, when the internet goes down, literally everything breaks. I do apologize. All right, there we go. We are back into the swing of things. I do apologize for that, folks. Now that we are back in the swing of things, I can get back to enjoying the killer. We do see that they get the early down. 3 generators done, however. Looks like this killer's looking for more than just that one. They do have that additional 10 seconds, so they do have time to roam around the map just a little bit. Not seeing anyone in their power so far, and it looks like they will be going for the pickup here. They do have a 3-gen still on their side, so... Yeah, it looks like that will be a pain res to boot. Looking around, they do have their power almost ready to go. I think they want to be very careful and not make sure they don't get too early and signal the survivors that they have it. Worth noting, I think with the win condition at hand, you might be able to just hook a bunch of survivors fresh, but seems like they're going to be going right for the Jake here, leaving their 3-gen entirely, it looks like. Power in hand. We see a gen about 50% of the way done over here. At least 1 survivor, possibly 2. Ooh, and a very late pop goes the Weasel on that generator as well. And now Ace getting some distance here. However, they might be in trouble. Here comes the dash. They do have... Oh my goodness, and they get the pallets done to boot. They're not going to be chasing this after all. They're going to be going back. I think we see the Jake here. Oh my goodness. So difficult to tell where Oni's going to go in that. And that will be hook number 2 coming in. Unless there's a decisive? No decisive left. Second hook coming in for the killer. However, survivors have been cranking gens this whole time. I don't think we've seen the Claudette in a hot minute. And while this is a more central hook, killer's only halfway into their power. Checking back over on this generator, Claudette will be getting pushed off, potentially taking an M1 unless this pallet's still here. Yeah, the pallet is still here and they're able to get away. Oni looking around, seeing what gens, but oh my goodness. If that gen's almost done, then that means the Ace goes back to the other gen after the unhook. Survivors might be about to get the 5th generator done potentially. There's the heal on the Jake. Get this pop off on this gen, but then the one back on the hill where Claudette was, or not the hill, back where Claudette was at the 1 o'clock could still be done potentially. Oni in a bit of a pickle here as they need an M1 for their power and they need to get a fresh survivor and they need to kill. They need a kill here. The 4 stage previously only resulted in 9 points, so if they can get 1 more survivor and get them to 2nd stage, that will be just enough to secure victory. But survivors are playing this very, very well, calling out well in advance. Here comes Bamboozle. They would probably be able to get the hit here on the Claudette, but you know that last gen's going to fire any moment now. They'll be on the exit gate. Survivors still have resources at their disposal. I don't know if you can get this hit in time. There's the firecracker getting the vault while the Oni was looking, and there's the last gen. Oh, but they missed the hit. Do they stick this? Well, they are in Bloodlust 2. You kind of have to at this point. You have to commit. Get your final hit. Get your power back. More vaulting over the pallet. Survivors are swarming next to the exit gates. That exit gate's almost complete. A survivor's actually back there, which means that Ace, a fresh survivor, has to die here. Jake is the one the survivors want to hand off. Oni needs a hit here. Oni able to get across. There's the down, but there's the pallet vacuum. Ace needs to be careful. Ace cannot die here. Ace needs to get out. Oni still has power. Vaulting back over. I imagine Jake's got to be coming in for hits. Pushing the rest of the survivors out, but now Ace losing track. Oh my goodness, this is going to be really, really tough. Wait, did they not see where the Ace went? Are they trying a different angle? I'm not sure. Wait, that's the Jake. Wait, where's Ace? Did they get mixed up? Both survivors are here at the exit gates. Oni's almost out of power. Desperately looking around for the ace. I think the ace has managed to hide out. Oh my goodness. Oni's out of power now. Ace can freely run to the exit gates. I don't even know where Ace is. There he is from the side. Oh my goodness. They actually managed to do it. They actually managed to get the out here.